Well, today we made sure that we finished up the game plan, and we tried to make sure that what we did at practice was not just routine, but what we had seen over the course of 4 weeks, and specifically the last week, that we really needed to get fixed. Didn't need to do just the normal. We needed what is it? What can we correct that isn't the norm? Isn't, we don't need to this part of practice, this part of practice. What do we need? Let's fix these few things that might give us a little bit better chance come Saturday night. So it was really good practice. Yesterday was solid. Today was really spirited. It sounded like a great practice. It looked like a great practice. It looked like you wanted to look like guys flying around, getting exciting. It's building. It's building to Saturday night. It should be. I don't know what it felt like in 2011. Not here at least. But I just feel like our guys like playing with each other, for each other. It is different. Now we just got to go and do that. Now we just got to go and prove that. Excuse me. It's talk is cheap, and I really like our team. I have since the start of the winter, and the progress we've made. And so now it's a matter of going and doing it. It's a matter of executing come Saturday night and bringing our best. Our best will be good enough. It will be. Our best is going to be good enough this year. The question is, will we do the things leading up to that, taking care of our body, making sure we're hydrating, make sure we're fueling, make sure we're studying, make sure we're engaged in the meetings to give ourselves every chance to win every single week. This week will be no different. It's going to be something. There's daily things that happen where you just sit there and go, okay, well, that wasn't as good as we wanted it, or that part of a practice, or where we are in terms of certain positions, in terms of depth. Sure, there's certain things that you think about constantly. How can we do it better? But ultimately, I like where we're at in terms of just who we are as a team, our focus, how hard we've worked. Not that we haven't worked before, but we've worked probably more efficient. I've done it better, and probably my confidence comes from I'm doing it better as a head coach. And I feel better because I've backed off in a lot of ways, and I've been more positive. Zach's added to that. Our guys have responded to that. We've got good coaches. We've got good players. Now we've just got to go play. Again, it's where it's won and lost. The bottom line is our offensive line holding up against their defensive line, being able to run the ball, put them in run-pass conflicts, and our defensive line against their offensive line. And it happens within the first 5 to 10 minutes of a game. Does their O-line feel our defensive line? Do they feel our guys? Do they feel the helmet? Do they feel what we're going to bring? And someone right there and then, no matter where you're at, wide out DB, O-line, D-line, either side, right there gets established when the first 4 or 5 minutes is like, who has confidence moving forward? Or is this guy better than me, and do I let it get to me, or do I just keep fighting and scratching and clawing? Our guys haven't backed down to anything yet. I don't anticipate we will then. But obviously it's important that everything you do, you want to be good on defense, it starts being really good up front. Talking about Justice Hayes has been a guy that's really, for a guy that hasn't been around, is not afraid to say something to the team about how we need to be doing things. A guy that's already a graduate and been through it, been through the ups and downs of a program that can happen. And I think Rashad Hill's done a real nice job. He's come around, and we needed him to come around. He's a guy that's been here long enough. And then defensively, I think Brian Anderson's done a nice job. Devontae Foster is a guy that I think is vocal in the back end. And I think Will Freeman's done a nice job there. So we've got a number of guys that I think the most important thing is that, are you doing things right? Are you practicing your rear end off? Are you leading, doing the right things? Everybody's a little bit different, whether they're vocal or they're not, but are you doing the right things? Do you come out there with great energy, attitude, and body language? Because you're only going to get better when you attack every day with that kind of focus and mindset.